Good evening, I'm Jeff Glor. We're going to begin tonight in Brussels, where President Trump and NATO allies came face to face, but did not see eye to eye. One photo today seemed to sum it up. Mr. Trump looking in one direction, many the other way. The president wants the allies to pay more for defense, saying the U.S. is carrying too much of the burden.
This has been going on for decades, and it's disproportionate and not fair to the taxpayers of the United States, and we're going to make it fair, so that'll be it.
NATO was formed in 1949 to defend Europe and North America against Soviet aggression. Mr. Trump said today that Germany in particular has gotten far too close with Russia. Major Garrett is in Brussels.
But Germany is totally controlled by Russia.
President Trump confirmed Europe's worst pre-summit fears by using the NATO stage to criticize allies, blasting Germany over a natural gas pipeline deal with Russia.
It's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia.
German officials deny that the controversial Nord Stream 2 pipeline will allow Russia to exert undue influence over their country. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg tried to keep the peace.
We are stronger together than apart.
But how can you be together when a country is getting its energy from the person you want protection against or from the group that you want protection?
Because we understand that when we stand together, also when dealing with Russia, we are stronger.
Later, President Trump and German Chancellor Angela Merkel exchanged pleasantries for the cameras during a one-on-one meeting. But Merkel, who grew up in communist East Germany, told reporters earlier, "I've experienced myself how a part of Germany was controlled by the Soviet Union," and said her country today made independent policies and independent decisions. The NATO summit is usually a chance for member nations to reaffirm their commitment to an alliance that focuses on Afghanistan, Syria, Ukraine, and other world hotspots. But President Trump appeared determined to upset that tradition, demanding NATO countries spend 4% of their gross domestic product on defense, up from the 2% the U.S. has previously requested.
We're protecting everybody, and yet we're paying a lot of money to protect.
Stoltenberg said NATO should focus for now on reaching the 2% goal by 2024, something just 5 of the 29 nations have done. The U.S. is at 3.5%, $685 billion last year.
Have to step it up immediately.
We begin here in Germany, where the government has announced it is activating an early warning plan in preparation for possible shortages in gas deliveries from Russia. Economy Minister Robert Habeck said a crisis team was being established to closely monitor gas supplies. This follows Moscow's demand for payment in rubles, which Germany and other importers have rejected. Habeck, who's from the environmentalist Green Party, also urged German industry and households to try and conserve energy.